Hello and welcome back to the STB Racing League Season 17. Tonight we continue with our Tier 2 campaign as we head to the Principality of Monaco. A very unique circuit on the calendar. Obviously, overtaking is very limited, but I think it's one that the drivers will definitely be optimistic for. It's one that anything can happen. So, yeah. We will see what happens tonight, but I'm joined alongside the commentary box by DJ Danny tonight. Gravity is away this week, so we have Danny in the com box. How are you tonight? Well, it's obviously one that's very difficult for overtaking, which obviously doesn't help the viewing aspect in a way. It's one that, with the evolution of the Formula 1 cars as well, is very, very difficult nowadays with the high speed to try and find a place to overtake. But it definitely brings out the good drivers from the best of the bunch, really. It is a very technical circuit. You've got to get right up to the barriers, and you've got to have a lot of bravery to maximise lap time. Well, I think from previous results, what we've seen this season, obviously Kevin is leading the championship, and he's already got 4 victories to his name this season. Obviously, this is only the 7th race of the season, so I think he's definitely the one to look out for in this race. But there's going to be a lot of drivers with a point to prove. For sure, and obviously Monaco is one that they can make the difference with fine-tuning the setup and extra practice. As we watch on board with Surratt now, he's the first one to start his lap. Obviously traffic's going to be a big issue in this qualifying session. Already seen that his teammate trying to jump out the way as best as possible, and he's also got an Alfa Romeo as well, jumped out the way very nicely there. Interesting to see a lot of drivers going on a set of mediums at the start here. Surprising to see, if you ask me, because it is a simple one-stop soft to mediums, and you can go soft to hards if that's really what you want to do. So, and Surratt's hit the wall as Kati disconnects from the session. Surratt is going to finish the lap. It's not going to be representative. Yeah, it's not going to be a representative time from him, 11.5. So he's the first one to set time on board. Pitbull as well, a lot further down than he'd want to be. As we see, Victor's coming through the final 2 corners now. Seeming pretty clean from the Red Bull driver. So we see him as he comes across the line. He does a 10.2. Davi has just done a 9.7, so not a bad lap from him. Puts him on provisional pole at the start of this session. As Wazzy boxes. We'll watch Kevin now as he goes on to his second lap with Works Fit. First one was invalidated. If you want to take us through half a lap on Monaco, Danny, whilst I just quickly sort something. Yeah, 2 tenths ahead of his compatriot as well. Obviously Kevin's tyres were that little bit older, which would have affected him a little bit more. So I'm not sure if he really is going for those mediums to start. It would be risky to go on them so early, but at the same time, I don't know why he would go onto them if he wasn't interested in actually starting on them. So. Well, you can choose the softer set before the race starts. You can just pick the softer set, get 4 sets in quali, and you've got that spare set ready for the race. But maybe they just want an extra set of the mediums or the hards for the race. If well, I mean, we don't know what the weather's going to be like, so that'll be something to look out for. As he's gone deep, sorry, at the end of the tunnel, he's invalidated his lap. He's got a Red Bull behind him. He's on an out lap. I don't think anyone's actually on a lap at the moment. Oh no, Frampton. No, he's just come out for an out lap. Sarat's invalidated his, so Davi's just started his lap, so we'll ride on board for a whole lap. Oh, he spun at turn 1! We won't ride on board for a whole lap. He's going to struggle to turn it round there, I think. And the game's managed to get him out of the way. That is not the start of the lap he wanted. That's his front wing gone. He's going to have to box for a new one as his teammate is now starting a lap. So we all ride on board with him. On board with Victor now. His teammate jumps out of his way. Yep, into the slowest corner on the Formula 1 calendar at the hairpin. And he has always bashed the wall a little bit on the outside there. Might have got away with that. We'll see his delta time as he comes through. Just before Tabac here. Yeah. He's pretty much equal, so coming through the swimming pool and in towards Raskas. He's going to have to make up a lot of time here. Anthony Noakes opens the DRS flap. We'll see what time he does. It is a 9.9, so he does make it into the 9s, but still a little bit off at the moment. Janino's on a lap. There's big trainer cars, I think, that are on a lap. Danger Man is at the front of that. And I think Callum Frampton, Callum Frampton's just behind him, I believe, also on a lap. And he is going to catch him at the end of this sector, Danny. So this is not good for the Ferrari driver. Both on flying laps. See if they can navigate their way through. They now come up to Raskas, the pair of them, as Tavares is out of the session. That is in the pit lane. So that's interesting. They come across the line now. And Callum puts himself up to P8, 11.2. We watch Martino. There was a Alfa Romeo trying to get out of his way. I don't think that helped him massively though. As he comes up to the line now, it's going to be a decent lap time for the Williams driver. It's a 9.2, and he puts himself on provisional pole by 5 tenths. And I think there's time to gain there. Well, Kevin's 7/10 up, sorry to interrupt you. Kevin's 7/10 up as he comes through the final corner. He's gained a load of time in his final sector as well. It could be a decent lap time for him. Comes across the line, 9.6, puts himself into P2. Yep, Kevin's put a decent bank lap in. Try and cement his position. Obviously, qualifying is very important around this track, most important one of the season. So, yeah, that's where you really want to nail it. Yeah, you can see it. The car just didn't want to turn. As we've got a yellow flag through Portier, where he's coming through now. He's navigated that, coming down to the heavy braking zone after the tunnel. He's got a Ferrari driver ahead of him who's on an in-lap. He's drifted a little bit wide as Pitbull is out of the session ahead of him, and oh my goodness, and that's ruined Serrat's lap. He's avoided damage, yeah. He avoided damage because of the ghosting system, but I don't think he expected to come out the other side of it, to be honest. Oh, as he's gone deep. I think he has got another set at least of the softs, but it just depends whether he chooses to go on them or not. I'll stay on board with Wazzy as he is going to complete this lap. We'll see if he can improve on. Well, he hasn't set a lap time yet, but he sets 11.4, goes P9. And I believe Davy is on a lap. Yep, he comes to the final corner. He's down on his time, I believe. Yep. So not a good run from him. I think Victor's backed off of his lap. I know, he's just saving a bit of ERS at the hairpin. So yeah, Victor is on a lap here. Coming through the tunnel. He's madly disconnected from the session. That's not good for his hopes. Victor very good at the chicane after the tunnel, and looking very committed through to back, coming through the swimming pool section now. This doesn't look like too bad of a lap for every driver, but he has tapped the wall on the outside. Whether he would have lost a load of time. All we see as he comes through the final corner, opens the DRS flap, keeps it as tight as he can onto the pit wall, crosses the line now, and he does improve slightly. 0.2 of a second, puts him in P3, but I don't think he's going to have time for another run. Depending on how you want your tyres to be at the end of the lap, yeah, and you've got to find a bit of space. But yeah, he would be able to if he did do a fast outlap. Watching Kata now as he sets a purple first sector, and he's gone wide at the hairpin. I think he did brush the wall, but he's gotten away with damage. But he has backed off of his lap, and his teammate Enzo has made it into the session. Joined late for qualifying, but he's starting his lap. He showed some pretty decent pace throughout the season. Hasn't quite got the results maybe that he would have wanted, but be looking to possibly make up for it this one. Just a little bit wide at Casino, and also a little bit deep, yeah. And this will be his one and only lap of this session. So we'll keep an eye on what he's doing. We've got Janino coming through. No, he's invalidated. So he's just starting his run. There's a Williams, who is Martino, who's invalidated as well. So he's starting a lap now. Next across the line will be the Mercedes of Matt, but he's on an out lap. There's Williams behind him, also on an outlap. So yeah, no drivers really setting the lap time at the moment. So we'll stay with Enzo to see what he can do. I think he's backed off. He has backed off. Maybe going for one more run on these tyres. Coming up behind him is Callum Frampton, I believe. No, it is Kevin. Kevin is on a lap here, 1/10 up. So this will be his final run of the session. He comes across the line. It is a 9.4, so not good enough for provisional pole, but he is on the front row for now. Can anybody get in between him and the front of the grid? Cat is disconnected, so that's not good for him. He's in the pits, so hopefully he'll be able to rejoin the session. We'll run on board with Matt. He hasn't set a very good lap time at the moment. 10 flat is not bad, but I think he will be looking to get the mid-9s. So we'll see coming through Raskas. He's 7/10 up, Danny. So this is a good lap from the Mercedes driver as he comes into Raskas now and through the final corner. We'll see where it puts him. It seems like a very good lap from the Mercedes driver. So he comes across the line. Can he put himself on provisional pole? Not quite. He goes P3. Lost a bit of time in the final sector. But a decent lap from Mercedes as Surat goes P6. And there's 2 Ferraris coming to finish their laps. Callum Frampton's invalidated his, as we see Enzo's just set his time of 10.9 as he disconnects from the session. Be interesting to see if he can improve or not, but got Dan Boss also invalidated his lap, and he's going for another run. He will make it to the checkered before the checker flag to the line. I believe there's not many other drivers that are going to make it to the line. Victor's just made it, I think. So he starts his lap. I don't know if anyone else is coming to finish their lap or not. I think Matt has backed off of his. He has. So that's Matt's session over. And we've got someone off. Yeah. There's not many drivers coming to settle up at the moment. I think Danger Man. Oh, you see the Williams Martino going very slowly there. It has just managed to carve his way through. But yeah, Victor, I think, was the last person to cross that. He might not even made it to the line, but we'll see. He's a 10th up, Danny, so could be challenging for a front row if he gets the final sector nailed. We'll also watch behind him if there's any other drivers setting quicker times. I don't think there is though. So Victor now coming up to the line. What lap time can he set? It is a 9.2, just off of provisional pole, but he puts himself onto the front row. Again, we'll have to see if he's investigated after the session. I'm not sure if he made it to the line, Danny. And Janino's on a lap, and he certainly didn't make it to the line, but he is on a lap. The checker flag is out, so he shouldn't be. I think he's slow on the pit straight. Oh dear. Yeah, that's not... That will definitely be something that will be investigated after the session. Janino has a big slide through the swimming pool. I haven't seen his delta, whether he's up or not. But I think, again, it will be one that will be investigated after the session if he does go faster. But he will come across the line now. And he sets as 0.4, I believe. And that would put him P5 or P4. Yep, P4. Yeah, I think there's going to be a few in hot water there. So, well, this is your provisional grid for the Monaco GP. We've got Martineau, who will start on pole position. FXBR Victor on his debut, he will start in P2. Kevin, obviously fighting for the championship, he will start in P3, not bad from the Ferrari driver. FNT Janino will start P4. Matty down in P5, probably a little bit disappointed in the end. Only 2 tenths off of pole position though. FNT Downboss will start P6. FXBR Davi will be down in P7. FXBR Surat, P8. FXBR Enzo will be in P9 after joining late in the session. Callum Frampton will be the last to start in the top 10. Wazzy will be the first to have the free choice of tyres. TSR Dangerman just behind him, followed by Pitbull, TMR Kata, and STB Maudi and FXBR Tavares, and TMR Kata as well did not set a lap time. Maudi is struggling to actually connect to the session at the moment, so not great on his behalf. But yeah, there was at least three or four drivers that started their laps after the timer ran out, and there was two drivers doing donuts on the pit straight, which I don't think the stewards will take a very light-hearted view at. Well, it's a dry race, change from yesterday's Tier 1 race, which was rain-filled from start to finish. It doesn't look like there's any risk of rain for the race, but you never know. Obviously, viewing the pit lane that we've got here, you can see the all the beautiful apartments that look over the city of Monaco, and obviously the harbour as well. It's a very, very beautiful place to visit on the calendar. But as we were saying, very, very difficult to find your way past a driver unless you've got a significant pace advantage. So unfortunately, I don't think Maudi has made it onto the grid. So I think he's already out of the Monaco Grand Prix before it started. But I believe Kata got himself back in. So unfortunate for Maudi, but right, so yeah, the driver's now on the grid as they embark on their formation lap. Quite hard to get the tyres up to temperature actually around here. So yeah, whether they'll take a slow formation lap, or actually Morton's going to try and pick up the pace a little bit to make sure that his tyres are up to temperature. It's already streaked away a little bit from the pack. And Maudi is in the session on my screen. His car's there, but if he can get back in the session, he might be alright. It says TMR Kata's disconnected as well, I believe, on my screen. He might be in the session though. Don't know if you can see on your screen. Here he is for me now. Yeah, I think it is an AI. You can tell by the throttle inputs. Although I think he's back in now, possibly. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but I believe he did rejoin the session. So whether he's going to be connected or not, obviously is a different issue. But early on, Danny, who is your pick for the winner of the Tier 2 Monaco Grand Prix? Well, you went for Victor. I'm going to go for Martino. He's looked quick this season, so yeah, it should be a good race up front. Very, very close, as we said, between the top 5. Only 2.5 tenths separated them as Enzo makes his way onto the grid now. The lights are going on early on my screen, but that is a glitch with the game. As we've seen, Racing Point has already gone on the grid and driven into the back of a McLaren. So that's a brilliant start. But we will ignore that. We'll look towards the front of the grid as we wait for Martino and Victor to get the lights on their screen. Been held for a very long time, Danny. Oh, he's in the final sector on your screen. He's currently hugging the back of Danger Man on my screen on the grid. And he has disconnected. As we see, they are revving up their engines now, so the lights will be on their screen as we have none on our screen. And it is lights out, and away we go for the Monaco Grand Prix. Who gets the better start? Victor's got the better start out front. Is he going to hold it all the way around the outside of turn 1? They've bashed wheels at Sandefjord, and it's going to give Kevin the incentive to go around the outside. Oh, there's contact. And we've got a safety car already. And that's for Maudi at turn 1. And Maudi's out of the session already. Wazzy's been given a 5-second penalty for a collision with Pitbull. I'm not sure what happened to Maudi there at turn 1. Did you catch any of that, Danny? He got squeezed. Yeah, he got squeezed. They bashed wheels, and I think he just mashed the throttle in a bit of frustration. But yeah, he had a brilliant start. We'll try and look at the damage to his front wing if he's got any. He did take a hefty whack to the wall, but yeah, he's missing left-hand end plate, so I don't think he has an option apart from pitting. And he's going to drop right to the back of the grid. It's really unfortunate. And he's hit the wall again, and that's the other side of his wing gone. He's definitely going to have to box now. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to him. As we see, Kevin into the pit. Is he going to go on a set of hards here? Is that what we're going to see from the Brazilian? No, he's going to go on a set of mediums. He's going to struggle to get them to the end. I don't think the safety car will go past that 5. And those mediums, you really want to be boxing the earliest to about lap 9. As we see, Dambos picks up a 5-second time penalty also. Yeah, a load of drivers into the pits already. Tavares and Enzo having a brilliant start. Obviously helped a lot by everybody pitting in front of them. But yeah, all of the top 8 boxed for, well, a few have gone for a set of hards. Victor's gone for a set of hards. Callum, Matty and Wazzy are all in a set of hards. But Kevin, Janino, Dambos and Dangerman have all gone for a set of mediums. So yeah. Yeah, he's ghosted on my screen. Yeah, but the problem for them is that if these guys on the mediums behind can go to the end, obviously they've got an extra stop to make, and they may be able to hold these guys behind, obviously being Monaco, but the pain will come at the end, obviously when they box for a set of softs, although they'll be a lot quicker. They've got to find their way past. Obviously we saw they're all gonna be slow as the issue. I think we saw it yesterday with big groups of cars. We saw the 2 Mercedes pulling out in front, then there was a train of 3 behind them, and behind those guys there was a train of 4 all the way down. In fact, it was probably a train of 6 down to about P11, which really fell off the back of that midfield group of P3 to 6. Well, yeah, if they're saving their tyres, if they've got wing damage, you know, it could be all sorts of things. But yeah, if they're in front of you on track, and their pace is at least reasonable, you're really going to have a hard time getting past. Obviously, we saw 2018 Monaco Grand Prix, Daniel Ricciardo holding off Sebastian Vettel with pretty much half the power coming out of his motor, obviously with the MG UK failure. So that shows you how difficult it really is to overtake. Yeah, it's interesting. Martineau, the only one of those sort of four that stayed out on the softs, as we have a safety car is in this lap. So yeah, I thought it would go to the beginning of lap 5, but 1 lap shorter. And there's a few penalties already been given at the back of the grid. We've seen a few. Yep, Damos been given another one. We've seen a few glitch ones that have been taken off. So Damos given another one, Danny, as Martineau's really backing him up. Still not going out the final corner. So he's minimising the risk and trying to back up Davi as well. We'll have to keep an eye on his teammate Serrat, as Martineau has gone and Serrat's got the jump on the Red Bull, as they're going to be side by side through turn 1. There's a bit of contact between the two of them, and Serrat has slid off wide and he's banged the wall. And I think he's got away with it. He is ghosting currently inside of a racing point. I thought there was going to be a big collision there, but yeah, he's lost half his front wing and he's wide casino as well. That is it's really difficult, as well as he's just missed out on the safety car period 2 box. And he's now going to have to pick again. Oh, sorry, for the first time. Yeah, new front wing. It's, oh goodness! On the inside of the hairpin, he just got caught on the barrier that sticks out. He was pretty much on the entire curve. I've never seen a car in that position before. As we see, Matt is going to try and go for a move on Dambos here, possibly down the inside. He is going to launch one up the inside, but he's outbroke himself. Very risky for the Mercedes, and I think he's going to have to. He's not going to, though. Yeah, Matt, he's brave, but just a little bit optimistic, a little bit too optimistic in the end. I think Damos has got damage as well. He did lose a bit of his front wing from that. No, it looks like it's intact. Yeah, sorry, I think he had an option, obviously missing half his front wing. Victor's a long way off the back of this train already, Danny, with Callum Frampton as well. Yeah, Matty's not shown signs of letting Dambos through, so Alfa Romeo's not going to be happy with that. Oh, he's hit the back of Matty, sorry. Yeah, he's dropped Davi on the restart. Obviously backed him right up into Sarah with a bit of kerfuffle into Sam Hot, but yeah, Martineau showed the pace as Dambos is now past Matt. They are still battling, and yeah, he's past Matt finally down into the chicane. Not sure if Matt lifted off. It looked like he was defending the inside, but he might have been letting the Alfa Romeo driver through. Didn't quite catch all of that. Yep. And DRS is now unable. It looks like Enzo's really trying to go for this move on Tavares. A little bit too far back on this occasion. But Enzo's looking quick early on. Pitbull's struggling a little bit, I think. Yeah. He's looking for the move. There was no space heading up towards Casino. This gives Kevin and Janino the chance to jump in on this train as well, and Downboss and Matt as well, not too far behind. And on the back of them is Wazzy, so if Pitbull is struggling for pace, this is going to be a massive train for the final podium spot. The hards will definitely go to the ends, but I'm not sure about the mediums. Not convinced, as we see Tavares has gone deep at chicane. Definitely would have got a warning for that. Didn't gain too much time, but he would have got a warning for that. obviously penalties will play a part. Interesting, Tavares has already used a big chunk of his ERS. So we're already on 25%, whereas Enzo's on 70 pretty much. Yeah. Big puff of smoke. Oh, massive amounts of smoke right there. And a few drivers doing their inside left. Not a lot of favours. Yeah, he's... Well, yeah, the issue is you can get closer and closer to him, but if you can't get past, then there's not really much point using the overtake. He's still using it down the straight. He's not intent on saving it at the moment, so... And, obviously with him now running out of the RS, Enzo's going to be breathing down his neck. Yeah, it'll be very intriguing to see what these guys in the mediums actually... Well, how long they can take this. If they're really going to try and go to the end, or if they're going to go onto a set of softs right at the end of the Grand Prix. But no, yeah, the hards. The issue with the hards on this track is obviously they will take you the entire race distance from like 1 to 39, but they are very, very slow over a race distance. So I don't blame these guys for going on set mediums, but you know, it's going to take a lot of either a lot of pace or a lot of luck with a late safety car or even a virtual safety car. As Tavares has hit the wall, Danny, and he has lost his right end plate. There was a hefty whack on the wall. As we see Davies into the pits. That's quite early for him. He wants to get rid of those soft tyres. It's a wing change, so that explains that. Tavares has also hit the wall as well, as we see behind Kevin and Enzo. Enzo's giving him a massive squeeze. I don't know if Enzo's hit the wall, but his pace has dropped off massively. I think he has. He's lost the right end plate, and he is holding up this train massively now. And obviously Kevin... Oh, dear! Enzo just brake checked him. And he did tap the back of him, but his wing looks to be intact. I'm not sure what Enzo's thinking there. And the issue for the drivers, it's like Kevin, Janino, Danboss, I think they've all gotten away with damage so far, but they're just going to get held up by these guys in front who have got the damage. Enzo already 4 seconds off the back of Tavares, who's also got his end plate missing. So Kevin's going to need to find his way past Enzo as soon as possible. No, Enzo's dived into the pits, so that releases him, but I think the damage is already done. Well, for him it made no sense, because there's the 2 drivers in front, obviously fighting quite hard, Kevin and Enzo. And yeah, he can just follow behind, see where his pace leaves him, and yeah, use it when he needs to at the end. But interestingly enough, Tavares with the broken front wing is keeping up with Pitbull. Not sure, did Pitbull have a bit of wing damage? No, his front wing looks fine. So he may just be struggling for pace. Oh, I think Tavares hit the wall again. Yeah. same corner as he did it before. Yeah, and he's into the pits, so it's not good for him. Marcello's just controlling this race now. As we look further down, Victor's now on the back of Danger Man. He is on a fresher set of mediums. He should be able to take those to the end. So, as you see, Danger Man possibly looking for a move on Wazzy here, going down into Sandoval. Wazzy gives him the squeeze, bit of contact between the two. And he's going to try and make the move up at the top of the hill as well. Wazzy's got track position though. Yeah, and this is going to be slowing down Victor the whole time, but Victor's right on the back of the McLaren now. So, it looks as if Wazzy's struggling on those set of hards as well. He is the leader out of the hard tyres. We didn't pick up, sorry, Matty has boxed for a set of mediums. So possibly a bit of damage for him. So yeah, this train has now got Davy on it as well. So the two Rebels at the back on the fresh set of mediums. They're going to need to get past these guys. As Danger Man picks up a penalty at the chicane there. So Janino falling off the back of Kevin now. Kevin has been released and he's shown the pace that he's got. This is the real battle to be looking out for at the moment. As Danger Man dives into the pits. I'd assume for a wing change, because those mediums can go a lot further than that. But yeah, just Wazzy to get past now for the two Red Bull drivers. And you can see how much pace that Victor had through that first corner compared to Wazzy. And Wazzy's got no ERS either, so... And you can see how he's struggling. He may have a move up the inside here. He's a little bit too far back on this occasion. There was an opening there. I think Victor has got the pace advantage over Wazzy to possibly make the move. Where he's going to do it, obviously, is going to have to be up to him. Well, he's pretty much pushing him through the tunnel, so we'll see if Wazzy goes defensive. He's half defensive on the inside, and Victor's just had to back out of it. I think it was on the edge. Yeah. He sort of put his car in the middle of the track. It said to Victor, well, if you're going to go past, he has. He comes out in clean air and not that far off the back of the lead train. See. Oh, as we see, Victor's hit the back of Wazzy, sorry. And he had the run on Wazzy there, but just whacked the back of him a little bit. Yeah, and he's going to be urging him forward to get past Wazzy. He's got a little bit of a gap down the inside as well. Oh, you see how early Wazzy's braking? Really struggling on the hard tyres. As he goes defensive at the hairpin. And he's tapped the back of him again, Victor. So we'll see, can he make the move at the end of the straight? Clearly, they've been making contact this race, and he is going to go for the move again. He's in overtake mode at the end of the straight. He's a little bit too far back on this occasion. Wazzy using the ERS that he's got left, and look how slow he is through the exit of the chicane, and Victor's really, really struggling. As we see Kevin on the back of Pitbull as well, so we will keep an eye on that as well. Oh, Wazzy's really, really struggling. Those hard tyres are not working for the Haas driver. And Victor's still on the back of him. It's closer on this occasion, but Wazzy's got his ERS saved up enough, or has he? As we see Victor now, and Dan Moss has retired from the session. That's in the pit lane. As now he's going for the move, and they've made a bit of contact. Oh my goodness, that was squeezed right up to the wall for Victor, and he still can't find his way through. That's Wazzy's still defending well. Oh, he's hit the back of him again, Danny. You're not wrong. They build these Red Bull front wings strong. I mean, I don't know if they're making them out of carbon fibre or whatever, but Wazzy wise to it. And I think Davi's just backed off. He's just backed off of these guys though, because he knows that there's no point. I mean, even Tavares and Enzo on the hard tyres. Yeah, I didn't note that, sorry. Tavares and Enzo have gone on a set of hards, Danny. And they pitted it at lap 11, which was perfect for the mediums. So, interesting call. To see if it pays off for them. Obviously, we're seeing... Well, possibly, but here comes Victor again. Coming up towards Casino. He's got the speed, and Wazzy's just sitting in the middle of the road. Defending his position again. And Victor's really looking for a way past now. Is he going to dive up the inside? He is. Oh, Wazzy gives him the room. And I think he's let him through there. Yeah, Wazzy's finally let Victor through on the outside. And his teammate's given him a whack. And his teammate's gone through. Davi's gone through. And he's got two of them in one corner. I'm not sure what happened to Victor there. He seemed to ghost. He went really slowly. And I think Wazzy's picked up some wing damage. A little bit earlier on in that fight. I think he's got to. Well, there is that. I don't know, maybe he was trying to play the... Yeah, maybe he was trying to play the team game backing up into it. Oh, there's contact between the two. And wing damage for Wazzy again. Oh, goodness, they've made contact again. And I think that's Tavares' front wing gone. And Enzo's now going to try and get involved in this battle. Can't make the move, and Wazzy's really struggling. And Tavares has finally got past him. I'm not sure if he got damaged, though, Danny. It looks like he has the right end plate. Yeah. And Wazzy's just wall riding on the outside. Oh, and he's in the wall. And that is his race done and dusted. And Enzo and Serra are now going side by side. Wazzy's retired. That could be a safety car. Have to wait for that. The Haas is sat on the racing line at Casino. Oh, and oh my goodness, Danger Man's hit him. Danger Man's hit him. The ghosting system did not work. And Danger Man's race has been ruined from that collision. Well, the thing is, Danger Man went flat out, and obviously the ghosting didn't work. So, yeah, that's ruined the McLaren this afternoon. Oh, we've got a full course safety car. Full course safety car. It has been deployed finally after that incident, I think, for the debris that is on the track. Oh no, it's for Danger Man. Sorry, I didn't see that instant. Danger Man at the tunnel. So we have a full course safety car, which is played right into the hands of Pitbull, Kevin and Juninho, and it's wiped out Martineau's advantage, but he will take track position, which I think is the key part. I can't. The hards are very slow, so unless they've got a fresh set of mediums, it looks like Kevin has got a fresh set of mediums. And he's serving a 5-second stop go, so Pitbull had to go on hards. No. Kevin has a fresh set of mediums, so that's good for his afternoon, but he has lost out with a 5-second stop go. But Juninho had one as well, so in the end he hasn't actually lost anything. They come out as they were, apart from Martineau obviously jumping all of them. But yeah, fresh rubber. It has. It's gone very, very overcast. The clouds are looking very dark, but yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're expecting rain. I mean, they'd still try and go to the end regardless, and then if it did, the downpour did come, then they can switch onto the inters whenever. But I don't think Pitbull had a fresh set of medium tyres. So he's been forced to go on a set of hards, which I think is really going to hurt him. Interestingly enough, FXBR Victor did not pit Danny, and he was the only other driver who was on those very, very worn mediums from the first safety car. So I think advantage is still to Martineau. Those tyres will happily go to the end. But obviously it's about raw pace now. If Kevin can find his way past Pitbull early on and chase down Martineau, then there could be a battle for the lead. They're not. It's not letting Callum unlap himself. I don't know if you've seen that. Callum is stuck behind these guys. I'm not sure. Yeah, they don't seem to be letting him through, unlap himself. So that's also going to be another obstacle for, well, both drivers really. Obviously, the issue for Callum is that he'd want to get onto the back of this train and battle for the, well, few points at least. Yeah, if he's in this train, obviously he's going to have blue flag after blue flag and just have to constantly let drivers through. So hopefully they will let him unlap himself before it comes in. It doesn't look like he is going to be allowed to. Yeah, so obviously, as we said, Victor, the only driver to stay out on the first set of mediums for the first safety car. He's really going to struggle to get to the end, I think. So we've had 2 safety car periods, which would have helped him. But his tyres are going to be right on the limit coming towards the final laps. So we'll keep an eye on his progress, whether he falls back or if he can keep the pace. As we said, Kevin, pretty much the biggest one to look out for here to challenge Martineau. Martineau's boxed, Danny. Martineau's into the pits. We'll see now. Yeah, they've got a front wing ready. So that's disastrous for Martineau. Yeah. He's going to have to go like the wind on this lap. He is a whole lap down on these guys. It should be coming in this lap. He is. But he's got 4 very hungry Brazilians behind him who are going to be breathing down his neck the entire end to this race. Yeah, I mean, he could definitely win this race. But the only issue I'd have is that obviously we've seen what his pace was early on. He seemed to have struggled a lot more compared to Kevin and Janino. So keeping those guys behind is going to be a big, big struggle for him. But yeah, it is Monaco. Track position's key. But I think this has really been gifted to Kevin. This is a big chance for him to take his 5th win of the season and really put 2 hands on that driver's title. As we see on the bottom of the screen, safety car is in this lap. So Pitbull is now the effective safety car as he will control the pace. And he's gone early. Gone very early, Danny. And Kevin's been caught napping. Kevin did not expect him to go. So off goes Pitbull into the distance. We've seen Kevin's pace, so I'm sure he will bring that gap down. As we see Victor and Davi's having a few issues. No, I don't think so. He's got some sort of issue though, as he's now got Enzo coming past him. And Enzo's just flown past him. Has he got a throttle issue? Doesn't he? We'll have to watch on board to see what he's doing. Yeah, he's got a throttle issue. I think he had the same issue last week. Oh, disastrous for Davi. let's hope he can get that issue sorted before the end of the race. As we see, Danny, the gap to Pitbull is already down to 3/10. And Janino is following him. As you see, Serrat's made his way past Davi already. I'm not sure if he's managed to fix the issue yet. I mean, he can go full throttle, but he was very, very slow. Very slow to get up to it. As we see, Matt brushed the wall there. I think he might have picked up some damage. He has. Matt's broken his front wing already. So we see Serrat making his way past the ghost of Kata. As Kata's ghost finally comes into the pits for a tyre change, and Matt's had to box as well. Oh no, so it wasn't Matt. That is Davi into the pits with his throttle issue. He's also got, yeah. Oh, side by side, Tavares and Matty. Tavares had to cut the corner there. Just about avoided damage between the two of them. Matt's really struggling with that broken front wing. And now all of a sudden Martino is behind these guys, so this is really not going to help the Williams driver. We'll flick back to that then, as he is going for the move here. Danny, he's in overtake. Pitbull defends the inside as you'd expect him to, and manages to hold the position. Goes a little bit deep though. He's held the position again from the Ferrari driver. For both of them as well. Obviously, as you said, Kevin is fighting for the World Championship. Pitbull may not be at this stage, but he really, really would want to win this race. He would love to win this race. He has stood on the podium in STB, but he has never won a race. Obviously, new recruit for this season. Only raced in 5 races, I believe. DRS is enabled, and Matty is into the pits. So that releases Tavares and Martino. See what they can do. Yeah, and he's still got 16 to go on him, so imagine what he's going to be like by the end of that. Yeah, I think that's to do with the hard tyres really not being an effective race tyre. And Davi has now made his way past Matty up the hill from turn 1. He is, but for how long will be the question. One mistake and Kevin is ready to pounce. Well, I think Kevin's actually taking it quite easy at this stage. He doesn't seem to be throwing it through the 8. You see, he's missed the apex quite a lot there. I think he knows that he's got the pace in hand over Pitbull, so he's just going to be patient. And yeah, see if he makes a mistake. See how close he is through Sandevot already. I mean, yeah, really see drivers follow this closely through Casino, so that shows you the pace advantage that he's got. As Enzo is still hustling the back of Victor. Yeah. Yeah, it was the same 2018 as we said, Daniel Ricciardo. Davi's had a collision, possibly with the barriers at turn 1. Yeah, he's lost. Oh, he's hit the wall again. He's hit the wall at Casino, and that is pretty much all of his front wing gone. And he's only just boxed for a set of softs, so he's going to have to box again. I won't speak too soon. There's a lot of laps to go. Yeah, he's had a rough race, Davi. He's been very unfortunate as well. Enzo's going for the move by the looks of it. He's in overtake, going towards the top of the hill. He's going to pull to the inside, put Victor off. I felt like he was going to go for the move, but he had to back out of it. So this train now will extend with Serrat on the end of it, and Tavares and Martino could join this, Danny. I think it will, yeah. obviously with Kevin putting the pressure on Pitbull as well, that will play in his favour as well, a bit more. Oh, so yeah, already under pressure. If he wasn't already. And we see the gap from Tavares to Surratt, only 2 seconds now. Yeah, so this train's going to be very, very long if if no one can get past Pitbull soon enough. Look how close Kevin is through that first sector, and Pitbull's lost it! Oh my goodness, and Kevin's going to go up the inside, and they've made contact! And I think they've... Oh, that was right on the edge. Kevin's gone away with front wing damage as well. Ferrari are making their front wings out of something else, I'll tell you that as well. And oh my goodness, Pitbull got so lucky to get away with damage there. But you can see the pressure that he's under. Oh, he's just hit a big chunk of front wing. Kevin. No, that was damage from the car in front. There was a bit of debris on the track and Pitbull ran over it. As Dabby retires from this session. It may have been a bit of front wing from Dabby, but it was definitely from another driver. As we see Kevin's going for a move into Sandefort, round the outside. Pitbull's got the inside line though, and cutting the corner. He definitely got a warning there, but he has held the position on Kevin. He's not giving this up. But he's running out of ERS as well, Danny. And this train extends all the way down to P8 now. Yeah, and I think, as a side note, I think Enzo might have picked up some damage. No, he hasn't. Enzo's just lifting off, I think. Possibly saving his tyres, because he dropped quite a lot off the back of Victor for a few laps. He's back with him now. It'd be interesting to see the pace that these guys are going at. Can Matty catch up to the back of this? As Kevin's going to go for a move again. Pulls to the inside, but there's no room. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These guys are going very slowly. I think Kevin's, yeah. I mean, Kevin's very calm head, as we've seen, but I think everybody has a certain breaking point. I think he would be nearing that with the amount of close calls that he's already had with the AlphaTauri, and he's very close to the backing. He's not going into overtake, even though Pitbull is looking very vulnerable here. I think if he went into overtake there, he might have had a chance on the inside. Possibly didn't feel comfortable doing it at the top of the hill. It is very tight and very fast corner, but the question is, where is he actually going to be able to do it? I would say coming out of turn 1's probably his best bet at the moment. Oh, here comes Kevin again. He's not an overtake this time, he's not going for the move.
I think he's just letting Pitbull just use his ERS up.
Oh, he's already usable, so he's going to be staying around about the same that he's already at, or using that per lap. So not much is going to change if we sit behind him. The risk for Kevin is that even if he knows that Pitbull's got that penalty, he's got a big train behind him. Oh, there's been an incident, Danny, and it's Victor in the wall. And he's lost a big chunk of front wing, and Martineau's gone past him on the inside, and they've made contact. Oh. Yeah, oh dear. Oh. Yeah, Victor was trying to pull into the pit lane as Martineau went past. I think he expected Martineau to get out of his way, but we've got a virtual safety car. Sorry, debris at the final corner. Yeah, not great for Victor, but he's on a set of softs, and he will be down in P9. They haven't changed his front wing, Danny. They haven't changed Victor's front wing, so he is currently driving no front wing on my screen.
Oh, that is.
Yeah, it's gone from bad to worse for the Red Bull driver. He's in a decent position as we go green already. I think Enzo is, again, I keep saying it, I think Enzo's picked up damage. Unless he was just caught out by that slow-moving Red Bull.
I think.
Is Victor in the wall? I think Victor's in the wall. Just keep going though. Yeah, Enzo looks clean for no damage, so he might just be biding his time. And Kevin in overtake mode, a little bit too far back, out final corner. He can go for the top of the hill, he's not, a little bit too far back again. So this could be your finishing order, unless Kevin can find, let's be honest, a miracle of an overtake. And Callum's out at the swimming pool section. And, oh goodness. Oh, Victor got, oh, he had to slam on the brakes. Yeah, it was a big crash there for Callum. He's out of the race. Victor's still going in this session. Obviously, a few points at play, so we've got another virtual safety car. Which will neutralise the race briefly. Enzo back right with Juninho again. And I think the frustrating thing for Martino is that obviously that pit stop's dropped him down 6 places. And I don't think he's going to make any of them up before the end of the race.
Which is a shame. I mean, it was a mistake under the safety car, which...
Oh, there's been a spin at the back there. I just caught it. Tavares span out the final corner. He did
no
whack
damage.
the wall. I think he has. He's got left end plate damage, but I think that he already had that. So he's all right to continue for now, but Martino has made a move up, as we were saying. He might not gain any of them. And yeah, Enzo is now looking really quick, saving up his ERS and tyres possibly for a late push. Juninho hasn't looked to challenge Kevin in front, possibly not wanting to risk any damage. Obviously it's his STB debut, tier 2 debut at least, so he's going to want to get a good result.
As again, our virtual safety car has helped Pitbull in the sense that he's got a bit of ERS back.
Martino's passed his teammate. Martino has passed his teammate, so he's done 2 places in the space of a lap, Annie. So I think he heard us in the commentary box.
Was he let by?
I believe it did look that way. Matty is off the track, Danny. Oh, he's very far off the track. How's he ended up?
Oh,
how has he ended up there?
Oh, what?
Goodness.
Oh, is that rain? That's rain. That's rain.
It is.
Got rain with
Very. This. Do you know what this is? This is the complete opposite of what the race was yesterday. We saw it dry up very late on, and Jamham took the risk on the soft tyres, and he came out with the victory in the end. And it looks like Kevin's going to go for a move again. No, he takes his overtake button off. Can't make his way past, but looks, yeah, as we were saying, a little bit of rain has started to fall. So yeah,
Kevin must be.
It was dry for the last 4 laps of the race yesterday, and it looks like it might be wet for the last 4 or so laps in this one. So this race could be decided on who boxes at the perfect time. You wouldn't even be wet enough. Oh, Juninho and Enzo ghost into each other, and Enzo's found his way past. And it looks like Martino's going for it. Oh, squeezed to the pit wall, and he goes down the inside. What a move from the Williams driver. Bravery. Way up against the pit wall, and he's got past Juninho. Juninho loses 2 places in 2 corners. Disastrous from the Alfa Romeo. What a move from the Williams driver, though.
I had Michael Schumacher, Ruben Barrichello vibes to that. Oh my god.
It was a brilliant overtake from the Williams, though. Fantastic. He's found his way past 3 drivers in 2 laps.
Could he get on the? He could get on the podium.
Can he win this race? That's the question.
He could.
Could happen. I mean, obviously, in this state, if he's clean on penalties, he will finish at least P3. But yeah, that's really put the pressure on Kevin as well now, because he's not got his teammate essentially, or one of his team members behind him. So if there was that team element at play, FXBR Enzo is not going to be the one to provide that. So Kevin's still not found a way past Pitbull. Can you check the penalties again for the top 7, just so we know how it stands at the moment?
So Pitbull's got a 1 3-second time penalty. Kevin is clean slate. Enzo has 2 penalties. Martino has a 5-second penalty. I don't know if that's been served or not. And whether that could be removed.
Yeah.
Other than that, he's got 2 warnings, but he's 1 away from a corner cutting penalty. Juninho has got a 1 penalty and a 5 seconds, and Tavares has got lots.
He's just picked up 1, yeah, as well.
And then Serac he's got 9 seconds.
So how many did Juninho have? Sorry.
Juninho has. He has 1 penalty.
So yeah, this could get interesting. Obviously, there was a load of 5-second penalties that were given out, which we've seen in the past have been removed.
Some minor contact as well,
Yeah.
normally, aren't they?
Or not even, sometimes. Might not even be contact, so... it is,
Do you
the rain's
reckon
still
that
falling.
inters will be required?
I don't think they will, the rate that the rain is falling, but... I mean, you never know.
You never know, it
It's
might
got
be
open.
Spa 2008.
Exactly, you just never know. You could have a downpour. I think it's going to be at a stage, if it does rain, it's going to be one where half the drivers stay out and risk it, and half of them are going to box and risk it. So, I think Kevin's just I honestly think he's just seeing this out to the end. He hasn't looked to get close to Pitbull since.
No.
See how
Enzo's
close
on the
Enzo's
back of him
getting.
though.
Yeah. And now he's really going to be applying the pressure to the Ferrari. He's going to have to pick up his pace and get a bit closer to Pitbull, which obviously is not what he's wanting to do at the moment. We'll have to see.
So Maxi currently has the fastest
Yeah.
lap.
I was going to say, which has the fastest lap out of the 2 soft runners. It doesn't look like it's going to change from this point, because the track's getting greasy now.
Yeah, we won't be counting Enzo's 5-second lap.
Yeah, I don't think so. Despite it being very
Kevin
fast. Oh, Enzo really on the back of Kevin now. Is he going to try and make a move into turn 1, Danny? That's the question. Sticks his overtake on,
see.
not enough straight line speed.
Sarah gets another 3-second time penalty.
Kevin getting close to Pitbull again.
Tavares has had a lot of oversteer coming out of the first corner.
So we haven't really seen a mass amount of overtakes in this race, but I think Martineau's overtake a couple of laps ago. Oh, he's lost it from
He's just
front
lost
wing.
a bit front wing. Enzo brake checked him.
So that's dented his hopes. And he could be vulnerable to Juninho behind him. I was about to say, obviously we haven't seen many overtakes in this race, but I think Martinez definitely takes the cake for best overtake of the race.
Definitely. A very good, brave overtake.
I guess the question for you would be, who would be your driver of the day at this stage?
I think Pitbull, because obviously he's never won a race before, and to have that pressure on the slower tyres with Kevin behind, he's doing an excellent job. And obviously with 2 laps to go, just all race he's had Kevin right on his gearbox after that safety car, and it's just been
We're talking about on the gearbox,
sorry.
Enzo's really looking racy now. He's trying to get past these guys. My driver of the day would either be Pitbull or Enzo, depending on how the outcome at the end of the race turns out to be. They've both made their way from very low down on the grid. Yeah, Pitbull's just soaked the pressure up from Kevin. He's only looked to make one mistake from what I've seen. Yeah, great drive from the AlphaTauri driver so far. But yeah, we'll have to see where he finishes in terms of who picks up penalties. Yeah, obviously that one penalty hanging over his head is going to affect him. I doubt he's going to be able to win this race, but still a solid drive from the AlphaTauri driver.
Up 11 positions.
Yeah, Enzo still right in the back of Kevin, not using his overtake, possibly trying to save it for later in the lap. We see that he's very quick up the hill here. Kevin still getting closer and closer to Pitbull. He's got loads of ERS to use, but I don't think he's going to use it. And, the rain didn't come in the end as we were expecting it. Very greasy track at the moment, but not enough for the Inters. For those that are watching on stream, if you'd like to put your driver day in the chat.
Oh, Martino's going on the inside.
He's through down the inside.
That was a dive.
And he's muscled his way through, and he's currently on the podium after a mixed race, one that he dominated early on. He could still be on for a P2 or even a victory at this stage. We don't even know. That's a great move from the Williams driver. He's made places in this race. He's put on 4 places. He has an Enzo. Right on. He's going to be looking to make his way past, possibly
into Raska.
Yeah, into Raska's up the inside. Oh my goodness! He's muscled his way through. What a move from the racing point! And he's got through and he's made it onto the provisional podium. As we see Pitbull crosses the line, and he will win or provisionally. And I think that's a timing glitch there. It was Kevin that will come out on top. Glitch. I'm not sure what our podium was in the end then. We know that Kevin has won the race, so yep, F&T Kevin takes the 5th win of the season, and he extends advantage up front. What penalties did Enzo have? I think
he had 2 penalties for 6 seconds.
So
Pitbull had 1.
Yeah, it will be Kevin, Pitbull, and Juninho. Is your podium? Where does Enzo slot in?
Yeah, Juninho does have a 5-second time penalty. I don't know whether that was applied or not.
I think he served it. It was early on.
Yeah, so I think your podium is Pitbull. Yeah.
And Enzo was what?
Barring
P4?
any.
Yeah, I think Enzo was P4 in the end. He must have had 1 less penalty.
Codemaster's helping us out here a lot.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to just pick and choose our podium sitters. But yeah, it was a decent Monaco Grand Prix, to be fair.
That last
good overtakes. Yeah, I think hard to pick a driver of the day, but for me it would be Pitbull. A very good drive from the AlphaTauri. unlucky, I think, not to get the win in the end. But yeah, he drove a great race. But in the end, Kevin kept it clean. Kept his nose clean the entire race. And that's what you've got to do to win a championship. So
Yeah. I mean, Kevin, obviously, with no penalties, was faultless, but that pressure of being in the lead on the slow tyres and the rain.
And yeah, the greasy track as well on the harder tyres. But yeah, here is your provisional grid. So ignore Enzo at the top with a 5-second best lap. But your race winner was FNT Kevin. Pitbull will finish in second place. Janino on his debut will take the podium finish in P3. Then it was FXBR Enzo in P4. Martino P5. Difficult race, I think, from him, but made some good moves late on. And I think
it's just that. Yeah, I think that mistake under the safety car was probably not. It's kind of ruined his race there. He went from first to last, and so yeah, it's just unfortunate, really. But yeah, fifth place, can't complain too much.
Tavares was P6 in the end. He gained quite a few places, but never really challenged the front guys. Serrat will finish P7. Kato was P8, but he will not be classified there as he was not in for the whole session. So it should be Matty, I believe, P8, and then Davy P9. And the rest of the drivers did not finish the race. So, that concludes your Monaco Grand Prix. I'm not sure if we've actually got any interviews tonight. Let's have a look. Yeah, I believe we have no interviews post-race tonight. But, yep, Kevin, as we said, takes his 5th win of the season. He's really striving his way towards the championship now, isn't he, Danny?
Yeah. I mean, it's almost domination. I think Kevin is a very good driver. And I think if he can keep this up, I think it'll be a championship coming his way in Tier 2 and then progress into Tier 1. And well, who knows what he could do in there. He's done a few races in Tier 1 as well, so he has got that experience as well. But yeah, I like him as a driver.
Well, a brilliant drive from the Brazilian. A race dominated by Brazilians, funnily enough. I think all were Brazilian in the top 6, apart from 2, or top 7 even, sorry. But yeah, I'd say a pretty good Monaco Grand Prix. Actually was better than a couple of races we've seen this season elsewhere. So, well done Monaco, I'd say.
Yeah, for a track that's not known for overtaking, it was enjoyable.
Well, that concludes, as we said, the Monaco Grand Prix. The Monaco Grand Prix weekend, as we should say. Yeah, decent races in Tier 1 and Tier 2, so pretty happy on that behalf. But yeah, next week, do join STB Maudi and Riggsy in the commentary box on Monday at 7 PM UK time. We will be heading to the streets of Baku, so that will be one that you do not want to miss. But yep, we'll be at Azerbaijan next week on the Monday, Tier 2 on the Tuesday as usual. So thank you everybody who joined the stream tonight, and thank you everybody who has watched the stream back as well. We will see you next week for Azerbaijan.